Microsoft just chose DeepSeek over OpenAI. Microsoft just chose DeepSeek over OpenAI, the AI alliance nobody saw coming. For nearly 7 years, one company stood at the center of Microsoft's AI strategy: OpenAI. Microsoft invested tens of billions of dollars, built Azure AI around GPT models, integrated ChatGPT into Windows, Office, GitHub Copilot, and became OpenAI's biggest commercial partner. But now, something remarkable is happening. Microsoft is no longer betting on just one AI company. Instead, it's embracing one of OpenAI's biggest global rivals, DeepSeek. And that single decision could reshape the entire AI industry. It started quietly. Microsoft is reportedly testing DeepSeek as an optional model inside Copilot Cowork, its enterprise AI platform. The goal isn't to replace OpenAI entirely, but to give enterprise customers another choice, especially when they need lower-cost AI inference. The DeepSeek models would run entirely on Microsoft's Azure infrastructure under Microsoft's own security, compliance, and data residency controls. Axios. That may sound like a small technical update. It's not. It's a strategic shift. For years, Microsoft was effectively synonymous with OpenAI. Today, Microsoft is becoming the operating system for every major AI model. OpenAI, Anthropic, xAI, Meta's Llama, Mistral, and now DeepSeek. The message is crystal clear. Microsoft doesn't want to win with one model. It wants to own the marketplace where every model runs. Why DeepSeek? Because economics are becoming more important than raw intelligence. The AI industry has discovered an uncomfortable truth. The smartest model isn't always the most profitable. Enterprise AI agents can make thousands of model calls every day. Those API costs add up quickly. DeepSeek became famous for delivering impressive reasoning performance while dramatically reducing inference costs compared to many frontier models. Microsoft has already expanded DeepSeek's availability through Azure AI Foundry, where customers can deploy it alongside hundreds of other models. Microsoft Azure. For businesses running millions of AI requests every day, even small savings translate into millions of dollars annually. That's exactly what Microsoft wants. This also signals something much bigger. Microsoft's future isn't tied exclusively to OpenAI anymore. Instead of asking, which model is best, Microsoft is asking, which model is best for this specific task?
Writing?
Use GPT. Coding? Maybe Claude. Cheap large-scale automation? Perhaps DeepSeek. Scientific reasoning? Maybe another model entirely. The future belongs to multi-model AI. And Microsoft wants Azure to become the cloud where every AI company competes. For OpenAI, this changes the relationship. Microsoft remains one of OpenAI's biggest partners. But Microsoft is increasingly acting like a neutral platform rather than an exclusive ally. If another model becomes faster, cheaper, or more profitable, Microsoft can simply add it to Azure. That gives Microsoft enormous leverage. Instead of depending on OpenAI's roadmap, Microsoft can let customers decide. DeepSeek's rise makes this strategy even more compelling. The Chinese startup has rapidly become one of the world's most valuable AI companies after a massive funding round and continues to invest heavily in open-source models and AI infrastructure. Competition is no longer just OpenAI versus Google. It's becoming an ecosystem where dozens of frontier models compete for enterprise workloads. And Microsoft intends to profit no matter who wins. The real battle is no longer about building the smartest AI. It's about owning the infrastructure where every AI runs. That's why Azure AI Foundry now offers thousands of AI models, including OpenAI, DeepSeek, xAI, Mistral, and many others, giving enterprises the freedom to choose the right model for each workload. If this strategy succeeds, Microsoft won't need to create the best model. It will own the platform powering the entire AI economy. And that may prove to be an even bigger advantage than inventing the next ChatGPT. The AI race is entering a new phase, and Microsoft just made one of its boldest moves yet. Microsoft just chose DeepSeek over OpenAI, the AI strategy that could change everything. For the last 3 years, the AI race looked simple. Microsoft had OpenAI. Google had Gemini. Meta had Llama. Amazon backed Anthropic. But in 2026, the rules changed. Microsoft is no longer betting its future on a single AI company. Instead, it is building something much bigger, a platform where the world's best AI models compete on Microsoft's cloud. And DeepSeek has suddenly become one of Microsoft's most important strategic weapons. Recent reports reveal Microsoft is testing DeepSeek's latest models inside Copilot Cowork while expanding DeepSeek across Azure AI Foundry. This isn't about replacing OpenAI. It's about making Microsoft's AI business faster, cheaper, and more profitable. Axios. The AI race has entered phase 2. The first phase of AI was about one question. Who has the smartest model? OpenAI dominated. GPT models became the gold standard. Microsoft invested billions because intelligence was everything. But today, AI has become an infrastructure business. Every enterprise wants AI. Every employee wants Copilot. Every business wants AI agents working 24 hours a day. The problem? Running frontier AI models at scale is incredibly expensive. Imagine a company with 100,000 employees. If every employee uses AI assistants throughout the day, billions of tokens are processed daily. Every prompt costs money. Every AI agent costs money. Every reasoning step costs money. Eventually, intelligence alone isn't enough. The economics must work. That's where DeepSeek changes everything. DeepSeek's biggest advantage isn't intelligence. It's efficiency. DeepSeek proved that world-class AI doesn't necessarily require unlimited compute. Instead of activating every parameter for every token like traditional dense models, DeepSeek relies heavily on advanced mixture of experts, MO, architecture. Think of it like this. Imagine a hospital. A traditional AI model asks every doctor to examine every patient. Cardiologist, neurologist, dermatologist. Everyone works on every case. That's incredibly expensive. DeepSeek works differently. Only the specialists needed for that problem are activated. The result? Less computation, lower GPU usage, faster inference. This architectural efficiency is one reason DeepSeek attracted so much attention across the AI industry and why Microsoft sees it as valuable for enterprise workloads. Why Microsoft suddenly needs DeepSeek. Microsoft has a problem few companies face. Its AI products are becoming too successful. Millions of users are using Microsoft Copilot, GitHub Copilot, Microsoft 365, AI, Azure AI agents, enterprise AI workflows. Every new customer increases GPU demand. Every AI agent runs continuously. Unlike ChatGPT, enterprise agents don't answer one question and stop. They read emails, search documents, generate reports, attend meetings, write code, analyze spreadsheets, monitor databases. They can make hundreds or even thousands of AI calls every day. That creates an enormous cloud bill. Microsoft cannot rely exclusively on the most expensive frontier models forever. Instead, it needs different models for different jobs. Enter DeepSeek. Think of Microsoft's future AI system like a Formula One racing team. Not every tire works on every track. Not every engine is used in every race. Microsoft now wants an AI router. Simple email? Use a lightweight model. Financial analysis? Use GPT 5.5. Mass document summarization? Use DeepSeek. Coding? Maybe Claude. Image generation? Another specialized model. Instead of asking, which AI is best, Microsoft asks, which AI is cheapest while still solving this task? That question changes the economics completely. Azure is becoming the world's AI marketplace. This may be Microsoft's biggest strategy since Windows. Instead of competing with OpenAI, Microsoft wants everyone to build on Azure. Today, Azure already hosts thousands of AI models through Azure AI Foundry, giving enterprises access to OpenAI, DeepSeek, Meta, Mistral, xAI, and many other providers from a single platform. Think about what this means. If OpenAI wins, Microsoft earns cloud revenue. If DeepSeek wins, Microsoft earns cloud revenue. If Anthropic wins, Microsoft earns cloud revenue. If another startup becomes the next AI giant, Microsoft still earns cloud revenue. This is exactly what Amazon did with AWS. AWS doesn't care which startup wins. Everyone pays Amazon for infrastructure. Microsoft wants Azure to become the AWS of artificial intelligence. DeepSeek could save Microsoft billions. This is where the business becomes fascinating. Microsoft reportedly wants DeepSeek because inference costs matter more than ever for enterprise AI. DeepSeek offers a lower-cost alternative for workloads that don't require the most expensive frontier reasoning, making Microsoft's Copilot services more economically sustainable as AI usage scales. Imagine reducing AI inference costs by even 20 to 40% across millions of enterprise users, thousands of GPU clusters, billions of daily AI requests. The savings could reach billions of dollars over time. That means Microsoft can lower Copilot prices, increase profit margins, serve more customers with the same GPU capacity, compete more aggressively against Google and Amazon. Cost efficiency is becoming a competitive advantage. The multi-model future. For years, everyone assumed Microsoft would always choose OpenAI first. That assumption is no longer true. The future belongs to intelligent routing. One AI won't dominate everything. Instead, GPT handles complex reasoning, DeepSeek powers cost-efficient enterprise automation, Claude excels at long document analysis, specialized coding models handle software engineering, smaller models run locally on AI PCs. Microsoft becomes the operating system connecting them all. The geopolitical risk. Of course, this strategy comes with challenges. DeepSeek is a Chinese AI company, and its growing role inside Azure has sparked debate in Washington. OpenAI and Anthropic have raised concerns about Chinese AI development and model distillation practices, while Microsoft argues that any DeepSeek models used in Azure are hosted under Microsoft's own enterprise security, compliance, and data residency controls. Microsoft is balancing commercial opportunity with regulatory and geopolitical pressure. Why this could be Microsoft's greatest AI move. Most people think AI is about building the smartest chatbot. Microsoft is playing a different game. The company wants to become the AI infrastructure monopoly. Windows dominated personal computing. Office dominated productivity. Azure dominated cloud computing. Now Microsoft wants Azure to become the platform where every major AI model runs. DeepSeek isn't replacing OpenAI. It's strengthening Microsoft's position by giving it another powerful option, one optimized for efficiency, lower inference costs, and enterprise-scale deployment. In the end, Microsoft doesn't need every customer to use GPT. It simply needs every customer to run their AI on Azure. And if that happens, Microsoft won't just participate in the AI race. It will own the highway that every AI company has to drive on. Here's a clean replacement section that removes all the content already covered in your previous script: DeepSeek integration, Copilot cowork, usage-based pricing, Azure hosting, multi-model routing, enterprise security, etc., and focuses only on new information that advances the story. Microsoft's bigger strategy: owning the entire AI infrastructure. The real story isn't simply that Microsoft may use DeepSeek. The bigger story is why Microsoft is transforming itself from an AI model partner into the operating system for artificial intelligence. For years, Microsoft's AI success depended heavily on OpenAI. Every major Copilot experience, from Microsoft 365 to GitHub, relied on GPT models. That strategy helped Microsoft move faster than almost every competitor. But enterprise AI has changed dramatically. Today, businesses no longer want access to just one model. They want the freedom to choose the best model for every workload, whether it's coding, document analysis, scientific reasoning, customer support, or autonomous AI agents. Microsoft recognized this shift before most of the industry. Instead of forcing customers to use a single AI provider, Azure AI Foundry has evolved into an open AI marketplace where enterprises can deploy models from OpenAI, DeepSeek, Meta, Mistral, xAI, Cohere, Kimi, and Microsoft's own models, all managed through the same enterprise platform. That strategy gives Microsoft an enormous competitive advantage. No matter which AI company builds the next breakthrough model, Microsoft still earns revenue because those models can run on Azure. Think of Azure as the app store for foundation models. The model providers compete. Microsoft owns the platform. This also explains why Microsoft continues investing heavily in AI infrastructure rather than only building its own models. Every new model increases demand for Azure GPUs, networking, storage, security services, and enterprise management tools. As AI adoption accelerates, infrastructure may become even more valuable than the models themselves. Microsoft is also building technologies around these models that competitors struggle to match. Its AI ecosystem now combines enterprise identity through Entra, Microsoft 365 Data, GitHub, Azure AI Foundry, AI agents, and Bing Power grounding systems into one integrated platform. Together, these services create switching costs that make it increasingly difficult for large enterprises to leave Microsoft's ecosystem. TechRadar. This is why Microsoft's competitive position continues to strengthen. Google has outstanding models. OpenAI has frontier intelligence. Anthropic excels at enterprise reasoning. DeepSeek is pushing AI efficiency. But Microsoft is quietly building the infrastructure that connects them all. If this strategy succeeds, Microsoft won't need to create the world's best AI. It simply needs to become the company that every AI developer, every enterprise, and every AI startup depends on to deploy, manage, secure, and scale their models. And historically, the companies that own the platform, not necessarily the application, capture the largest share of long-term value. That may ultimately become Microsoft's biggest advantage in the global AI race.